Introducing the all-new Italiano range of pizza. Pizza Ultimo. Pizza Hut.
And up next is Action TV. While circulars have been issued pertaining to the enrolling of students to grade 1 and advanced level classes in schools, there are also circulars in existence which lay out the procedure to be followed when enrolling students to all other grades. While students are enrolled to other classes, considering vacancies in those classes, instruments which ensure transparency, such as interviews, are not held when enrolling students to these classes. As such, the usual procedure followed in enrolling students to grades other than grade 1 and advanced level classes is that the principal of the relevant school makes their selection and then refers them to the secretary to the Ministry of Education for approval. In addition, school principals must also enroll students who have been recommended by the Education Secretary. The entire exercise takes place absent any transparency. The enrolling of a student to grade 3 of Dharmaloka Vidyalaya in Kalaniya last Tuesday to fill a vacancy left by a student who passed away last Monday bears testament to this. A proper and transparent mechanism is being followed at Isipatana College, Colombo for the enrolling of students to fill vacancies in grade 2 and grade 3 classes for 2013. It is also notable that students who apply for these vacancies using the applications issued by the school are subjected to an interview prior to being enrolled. On the 29th of January, the principal of Isipatana College, Colombo, submitted to the Education Secretary the list of names of students who had been selected to fill vacancies in grades 2 and 3 at the school in accordance with the marks they had scored at the interviews. Upon receipt of the list of names, the Education Secretary had the opportunity to call for an inquiry into the competence of the marking scheme for the interviews based on which these students were selected for enrollment. As per the powers of his position, the Education Secretary still has the power to call for such an inquiry. It could be that the Education Secretary has not taken such steps because he is satisfied with the interview process. However, the course of action being followed by the Education Secretary is not permissible on any count on the basis of justice and fairness. Disregarding the list of names sent to him by the principal of Isipatana College, Colombo on the 29th of January, the Education Secretary has since, from time to time, sent written orders to the principal instructing him to enroll certain students to fill vacancies in the grade 2 and 3 classes at the school. While some of these students are students receiving education at international schools, none of them have applied to be enrolled at Isipatana College, Colombo. Some of the students who applied for enrollment to grade 2 and were subjected to the interviews conducted by Isipatana College are now students who have not received grade 1 education as a result of not being enrolled at the school. If there is any suspicion regarding the interview process, then an inquiry should be called for. Is it in any way fair or justified to completely disregard in an ad hoc fashion the students who have been selected through the application and interview process without holding such an inquiry? On what basis and for whose want did the Education Secretary recommend the students who have now been enrolled for these classes at Isipatana College, Colombo without facing the application and interview process? Minister of Education, this one is over to you.